Hello, chemistry students. This is Professor TK the Chemist, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do an energy calculation problem along with the frequency. Here, a suspect is apprehended in an assault case and is found to have smears of makeup on his clothing. The victim was known to have been wearing distinctive pearl white makeup. The pearl effect in cosmetics is from a bismuth compound, BiOCl. Bismuth can be detected by monitoring the light emitted from an ICP at 223.1 nanometers. Your job is to calculate the energy and frequency corresponding to this wavelength. Let's get into it. On the screen, you'll notice that I've already provided you all with some pre-written numbers. You've got the speed of light, the frequency formula, the wavelength formula, the units associated with each of those, and the energy formula. If you need to, pause this screen now, and then you can go back and make sure that you have the correct formula for each of these problems. Let's calculate the energy first for this problem. The energy formula is equal to H times C over the wavelength. H is 6.626 times 10 to the negative 34 joules times seconds. And the wavelength that they gave you in this problem is 223.1 nanometers. Keep those two numbers in mind. Now, we're going to go ahead and plug those numbers in to our formula. Notice how the energy formula can be written twice, or two different ways rather. Either way is good, depending on what was given in the problem. In this case, we were not given the frequency. Therefore, we're going to use the formula that is E equals H times C over the wavelength. Now, notice how I have 223.1 nanometers. I cannot cancel that out with the meter. So what I'm going to have to do is convert the 223.1 nanometers to a meter. Remember, the meter is right before the deci. The meter the little m that you see here is just the millimeter, not the meter. So the m that I wrote in blue is for the meter, and the one that I'm showing here is millimeter. So just make sure you understand the difference between the two. I'm going to have to move my decimal back 9 places to the left, and that's what you see me doing now. So when you move your decimal place back, you're going to count the number of zeros that come before that number. So there are 7 zeros that come before the 223.1. So therefore, my exponent is going to be 2.231 times 10 to the negative 7th power meters. So I will use that number to replace the 223.1 nanometers on the very bottom. I'm going to just get rid of that and rewrite the problem over, showing the new number that goes on the very bottom, so that you're able to cancel out your meters that are on top and on the very bottom. And in this number, I miswrote that times 10 to the negative 8. There should not be a negative sign, so please make sure you recognize that that should have been a positive number. I was writing too fast, and that's where that negative sign come in. But that negative 8 should not be there. It should be a positive 8. And you just multiply the two numbers on the very top, and then divide that by what's on the very bottom to get your energy amount. So your energy is going to be left with joules. So in this case, after we've multiplied everything on the top and divided the number on the very bottom, we get 8.91 times 10 to the negative 19 joules. Now, we've got to calculate the frequency. That's the last part of our problem. We've calculated the energy. Now let's calculate the frequency. And if you look at the formula for frequency, it's equal to C over that little wavelength number. So we're going to use the 2.231 times 10 to the negative 7th power So we got 3.00 times 10 to the 8th meters per second divided by 2.231 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. Cancel your meters out, and you'll end up with your final answer of 1.34 times 10 to the 15th power. Hertz are your units, or you can say 1.34 times 10 to the 15th / seconds. It's like seconds is to the negative first power, but the Hertz is the best answer. I hope this helped you guys. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and stay tuned for our next video when we're going to learn chemistry with Professor TK the Chemist.